All right, we're in the green room. It is Thursday, April 2nd, and we were discussing what Alex had brought up about spiders being in a kill zone. Now, that is I don't know, phrase that would bring people's beliefs to maybe trade more aggressively. So I'm just putting that out there. I mean, we didn't know this is going to go up, but what I was just saying before I hit the recording was that if it pushes above here, shorts are going to cover. But here's the thinking. Prices gapped up. Spiders gapped up yesterday. And it had been moving higher. This was bullish price action after this initial move up. And then they gapped up the next day. And they went higher. They sideways, sideways, sideways at the end of the day. At the end of the day there, at 2 o'clock, longs got tired and said, you know what? Enough's enough. And it's just didn't mean it was going to do this today. This gap down on the Trump comments speech. Anyway, it left this Bear Island reversal. So now the thinking is the gap down creates a void. Where's reference points? It looked like maybe this was going to go down. This reversal here, the black bar, which is being coded by the wide range bar scanner, would be a big red bar. That 100% reversal suggested it would go up. Now, you want to do a counter trend trade? That's a personal preference as to what you're going to do. But this pattern right here suggests it would go up. Then we say, okay, up to where? Well, trader pivot line. Traders look at that as a reference point, and that lines up with this congestion. It's always an area. So the top of this area right here, area, they're selling a zone. So when we look for reference points and we look for alignment of reference points, pivot line, congestion, it's an area. The more you look for exactness, the more you're going to have problem with, making decisions because you're looking for the holy grail. In any event, what I had said was they sold here. We could see the topping tail. And then it gets above, but it's still the area. Now it's like if it breaks below this line or below these lows right here, traders are going to add to shorts and it comes down. Now it's got a void up above. And prior to this recording, I was saying that if it clears this area, shorts are going to cover. And that's what's happening right now. And those that would think to buy once it's above the pivot line will add to longs. So in addition, oil just tanked. So there's this intermarket relationship factor that is going on that is affecting the markets more so than maybe other market environments, especially related to oil, which in many environments, no one would give a darn. They're just kind of meandering around there. But interest rates were coming down this morning and then oil weakened. And so now maybe there was some news that just came out to drive this like that because covering alone, I would be surprised to drive it that far because that's a tremendous move. But getting above here, I know that there would be some short covering, and I would think, okay, it'll drive it up into the next pivot line and resistance. To do what it's doing like here, I suspect there must be some news, another Trump effect. I see the Dow going higher, Russell's going higher, Qs are, but underperforming a bit. It was just a tick extreme. So that was the analysis of this gap down, why sellers would be in this area. They did show up. They just couldn't roll it over. Why couldn't they roll it over? I suspect because interest rates were coming down and oil started coming down. And now, for whatever reason, oil just nosedived a tremendous amount where it was going sideways. The futures were going sideways at 111 and dropped down to 107 before they turned back up again. That was the thinking behind what we were just discussing.